Hey there, folks. It's Tony here, and here's another clip of my journey here as I get ready to head to Cleveland. So I had a lot of folks reach out to me and ask me, excuse me, what exactly is a thoracic aorta aneurysm? Well, I'm glad you asked because there's a lot of kind of confusion exactly. Well, what is it? So I brought it up on the screen here, and I'm gonna kind of show you basically what this is and what's involved with me. So I'm going to give you the text version first, and then I'm going to show you the anatomy of the heart of what my surgeon was pointed out. So I actually have two issues. I have a thoracic aorta aneurysm, which is 5.1 centimeters. It actually grew, now it's 5.2. Then also two, and that was a very short period of time, so obviously time is of the essence. We met with my surgeon. Let me back up here. We met with my surgeon last week, Dr. Kopovanik, and thoracic surgeon at Cleveland Clinic, an absolutely incredible young man who I trust, obviously, with my life. He's going to be doing my surgery, and very blessed that we're there. So, as we go through this journey, follow me. My wife's going to be doing some filming for me. Not of the surgery itself, nothing grotesque, and nothing's going to make somebody ill, but just things along the way. I'll be able to have my one camera with me along with my phone, so I'm going to be able to post some videos and stuff like that as I'm able to. It's not a guarantee because this is a very intense, very delicate surgery. So give you a little bit of, again, the text is I'm going to go in. We leave Tuesday. Wednesday, I have an angiogram. Then I have several pre-ops after that, blood work, EKG, all that stuff. And again, getting everything ready for surgery. Thursday, meet with the anesthesiologist and members of the surgical team. And then from there, Friday morning, the 17th, is surgery. Almost a month to the day from the time they saw that the aneurysm has grown quite a bit, that I'm in surgery, which is relatively quick. Some folks have asked, well, how come not even quicker? Well, you have to be very careful because when I explain this, and you'll see why, there is, and I'm going to be posting some different links here for the Cleveland Clinic so you can kind of do some history here, because I really encourage you folks to get yourself checked out medically all the time, physicals. I'll be posting things on there of what things to look for this type of thing. Because in so many cases, there are no signs, there are no symptoms, and next thing you know, there's an aortic rupture, dissection as they call it, excuse me, and you're dead. John Ritter, a lot of these athletes that die of heart attacks and stuff like that, it's not a heart attack. A lot of them are aorta aneurysm ruptures. It's a silent killer. So this is in the top 3 of the widowmakers, as they call it. So you definitely want to get yourself checked out. For me, I had a history of high blood pressure, so they've been monitoring over time. So this ends up being one of the big reasons, because high blood pressure causes the aneurysm, but also too is a thing called Marfan syndrome, which gets a little more complicated and stuff like that. So I'm not going to get into detail with that right now. However, follow the links I have on social media here, because most of the stuff I'm going to be posting, by the way, is going to be really on YouTube here, and I'll link the videos to other social media channels. But folks, just go to your doctor. Go to your doctor. If you're excuse me, if you're stubborn, stop. Really, stubborn's not going to fix it. The thing with an aneurysm does not go away. An aneurysm does not correct itself. And the aneurysm only gets worse and worse and worse. And over time, it could, not always, it could dissect, rupture, and then you're dead. So, stop screwing around. I'm going to post, again, some different links. So let me get right to it. So basically what they're going to do is the anesthesiologist will come in, will do their thing. I'll be put under. I'll have a ventilation tube in my throat, because that will obviously sustain my life. and breathing, and they're going to make an incision basically from here down to here. They will open up the chest cavity, the chest bone, they'll spread the ribs, and then from there they'll get in, they'll start working. They're going to repair the mitral valve first. So the mitral valve, which I'll show on the picture here, is a little valve that goes back and forth like that and controls blood flow. And if that's damaged, it has to be repaired, because what's happening right now is mine has to be repaired, because there is a backflow, which again I'll show you on the photo. There's a backflow of blood going into the left ventricle of the heart that there can, over time, obviously worsen, cause coronary artery disease to heart attacks to everything, and that too can kill you. And actually, mitral valve prolapse is more common than you think. If you're getting heart palpitations all the time, it's something you definitely want to talk to your doctor about. So, and then when they go in, they'll repair that, then they'll move up and they'll take the aorta, and they're actually going to use my existing tissue for that, and they're going to basically rebuild the aorta root. And mine is slightly above the heart, which still makes it very complicated because it's proximity to the heart. And then from there, they will sew me back up, and I shouldn't say sew me back up, they'll sew that back together, then they'll actually staple my chest. I will go into recovery. I'll be in the intensive care unit for a few days. They said possibly 1 to 2 days, along with a week stay at the Cleveland Clinic. I'll get up and move, I'll keep walking, all this stuff, and from there, as long as I'm progressing, I will be able to come home, and it's a recovery period after that. So let me show you what we're talking about here. So let me get you centered here. All right, so basically, excuse me, right here is the aorta. Let me get my pen here, my pencil. So this is the aortic root right here. My aneurysm is right here. It's right here, folks. So that's 5.1, 5.2. The mitral valve, which you can see is right here. If I can get closer to that, is right there. And what's happening is this here is failing, and it's allowing blood to flow into this section of the heart. So they'll come in to repair this here. Then they'll move their way up here, and they'll repair the aortic valve. It's hard to spin you around like that. Complex, very complex. You can only imagine what's going through the surgeon's head when he is doing this, and the team, everybody's got their jobs and what they need to do. But I know that I'm in God's hands. I am protected in God's hands. God is, this is what I love about my faith. So we got God who is guiding the doctors, the nurses, and the medical staff, and the medical team, the handmaidens of his healing. He's guiding them. You know who's holding my hand and right there with me? Jesus. Jesus is right there holding my hand. In Psalm 23, he is with me. He is with me, just solidly. And I am so blessed for that. So, again, we're going to talk about progress. Well, first, we talked about surgery, what's coming up, what's going to occur with my heart. And then from there, we're going to be moving over to when I'm actually at Cleveland Clinic. I'm going to show you some video there of this remarkable medical campus and the incredible, talented team of doctors and nurses. Everybody from the CEO to medical staff to doctors, surgeons, they even have it so well together, is that they have you videos and everything. You prep yourself ahead of time. You get to talk about and you come up with questions or anything like this. And then they have guest services, because there's so much to do there and so many things. It's a very busy complex. There are thousands of people there on a daily basis, thousands, and it runs like a well-oiled machine. So we're going to be moving forward. We're going to show you that. We're going to show you some different aspects of that. You're going to see my different testing along the way. And in addition to that, just slightly before surgery, not, no blood and guts, nothing like that. And then from there, we're going to get into post-surgery. So continue to follow me here. Your prayers and support and love are so greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much for all of it. Take care. Stay safe. God bless.